Money. It whispers promises of security, whispers of power, whispers of freedom. It tells us that with it, we can achieve our dreams, fulfill our desires, and protect our loved ones. Its allure is undeniable, a siren song that has captivated humanity for millennia. From ancient times to the modern era, the pursuit of wealth has driven countless endeavors, shaped civilizations, and sparked revolutions. We chase it, crave it, hoard it, convinced that in its possession lies the key to happiness. We believe that with enough money we can buy not just comfort but contentment, not just luxury but love. But what is money really? Is it merely the paper in your wallet, the numbers in your account, the gold locked away in vaults? Or is it something more profound, more complex? Is it the tangible assets we can touch and see, or the intangible promises and trust that underpin our financial systems? Is it the measure of our labor, or the value we place on our time and effort? Or is it something more insidious, a force that shapes our desires, our actions, our very world? Does it control us more than we control it, dictating our choices and defining our worth? This is the ugly truth of money. It's not just a tool for exchange. It's a master that has enslaved us, a force that can corrupt and consume. It's not just a tool for exchange, it's a master that has enslaved us. It can bring out the best in us, driving innovation and progress, but it can also bring out the worst, fueling greed and inequality. As we navigate the complexities of our financial world, we must ask ourselves, are we the masters of our money, or are we its slaves? The answer may define not just our personal lives, but the future of our society. Before money, there was barter. A farmer traded grain for tools, a fisherman traded fish for cloth. It was a system built on direct exchange, on the understanding of inherent value. Then, around 5,000 years ago, something changed. In Mesopotamia, people started using pieces of metal like silver as a medium of exchange. These early barter chips were more durable and divisible than previous goods, making trade easier. This innovation, though seemingly innocuous, planted the seeds for a revolution. As civilizations grew, so did the power of money. In the early days, bartering was the primary method of trade, but as societies became more complex, the need for a standardized medium of exchange became apparent. Coins, stamped with the seals of empires, became symbols of authority. These coins were not just pieces of metal, they represented the power and stability of the issuing empire. The faces of emperors and rulers on these coins were a constant reminder of who held the reins of power. Money facilitated trade on a larger scale, but it also fueled wars and conquest. Empires expanded their territories, driven by the desire to control more resources and wealth. The flow of money along trade routes connected distant lands, but it also brought conflict as nations vied for dominance. The invention of paper money in China centuries later marked another turning point. This innovation allowed for easier transactions and the expansion of trade. Paper money was lighter and more convenient than metal coins, revolutionizing the way people conducted business. Money was no longer tethered to a physical commodity like gold. This detachment from tangible assets meant that the value of money could be more easily manipulated, leading to new economic policies and financial strategies. Its value became abstract, subject to the whims of governments and markets. Central banks and financial institutions gained unprecedented control over the economy, influencing everything from inflation rates to employment levels. This shift paved the way for the complex, interconnected financial systems we have today, systems that are both a source of immense opportunity and potential instability. The global financial network is a web of transactions and investments that can impact economies worldwide in an instant. Systems that often seem to have a life of their own. These modern financial systems are driven by algorithms and high-speed trading, creating a dynamic and sometimes unpredictable economic landscape. The rise of monetary control has shaped the world in profound ways, influencing everything from individual livelihoods to global power structures. Money's power to divide is starkly evident in the world today. The richest 1% own more wealth than the bottom 50% combined. Billionaires rocket into space while millions struggle to put food on the table. Consider the garment worker in Bangladesh, toiling long hours for a pittance, while the CEO of the fashion brand she sews for enjoys a life of unimaginable luxury. This is not a bug in the system, it is the system working as designed. Money, in its current form, is an engine of inequality. Shackles of debt, the modern chains. Debt is the lifeblood of modern capitalism. We are encouraged to borrow for everything: homes, education, even basic necessities. This creates a system where individuals and entire nations are beholden to lenders, trapped in a cycle of repayment that often feels inescapable. The 2008 financial crisis, triggered by irresponsible lending practices, demonstrated the fragility of this debt-fueled system. Yet, we continue to build our economies on a foundation of sand, risking future collapses for the sake of short-term profits. Fool's gold, the illusion of value. Money, in its abstract form, is a shared illusion. We agree that those pieces of paper, those digital digits, have value, but history is littered with examples of currencies collapsing, becoming worthless overnight. The Weimar Republic in Germany, Zimbabwe in the 2000s, these are stark reminders that the value we ascribe to money is fragile, contingent on trust and stability that can vanish in the blink of an eye. The earth cries out environmental costs. The pursuit of money, of endless economic growth, has pushed our planet to the brink. Deforestation, pollution, climate change, these are the devastating consequences of a system that prioritizes profit over the health of our environment. We are liquidating the natural world, treating it as a resource to be exploited rather than a precious and interconnected web of life that sustains us. The cost of our insatiable appetite for more is becoming increasingly clear, measured in melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and increasingly extreme weather events. The money trap's psychological impact. Beyond its impact on the physical world, money exacts a toll on our minds and souls. The relentless pursuit of wealth fuels anxiety, stress, and dissatisfaction. It fosters competition over cooperation, individualism over community. We are conditioned to measure our worth by our bank balances, to find our identity in our possessions. This creates a society obsessed with material gain, where true happiness and fulfillment often remain elusive. Reclaiming our humanity, a vision for change. The ugly truth of money is not a counsel of despair but a call to action. It is a stark reminder that the systems we have built are not infallible, and they do not have to define our future. We can choose to see this as an opportunity to rethink and reshape our world. We have the power to forge a different path, to create a world where money is a tool that serves humanity, not the other way around. Imagine a society where the primary goal is not the accumulation of wealth, but the well-being of all its members. A place where resources are shared, and everyone has access to what they need to thrive. This requires a fundamental shift in our values, a move away from the relentless pursuit of profit and towards a more sustainable and equitable way of life. It means prioritizing the health of our planet and the happiness of its inhabitants over the bottom line. It means recognizing that true prosperity comes from community, connection, and care. It means embracing alternative economic models, such as collaborative consumption, local currencies, and a universal basic income. These models are not just theoretical, they are being tested and implemented in communities around the world, showing us that another way is possible. A universal basic income can provide a safety net for all, ensuring that no one falls through the cracks. It can give people the freedom to pursue their passions, contribute to their communities, and live with dignity. It means measuring progress not just in GDP, but in human well-being, environmental health, and social justice. We need new metrics that reflect what truly matters: the quality of our lives, the state of our environment, and the fairness of our societies. The journey will be challenging, but the stakes have never been higher. We are at a crossroads, and the decisions we make now will shape the future for generations to come. It will require courage, creativity, and collaboration to navigate this path. The future of our planet, and our very humanity, depends on our willingness to break free from the grip of money and forge a new path forward, one based on cooperation, compassion, and a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all life. We must come together to build a world where everyone can flourish, where our natural resources are protected, and where justice and equity are at the heart of our endeavors. This vision for change is not just a dream, it is a necessity. It is a call to action for each of us to play our part in creating a better world. Together, we can reclaim our humanity and build a future that is bright, inclusive, and sustainable for all.